Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we have some speed reviews for the month of November. So before we get into it, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's get into it. Okay, so we do have quite a bit to talk about today. We did have a Sephora sale in November. However, I'm not going to be talking about every single product I tried out from the sale just because I'm still trying to get a feel for some of the products. I'm still testing them out, so you will see them in my next round of speed reviews for December, which may actually be in early January. So let's just get into it. The very first product is from LYS. I picked up the No Limits Matte Bronzer in the shade Motivate. So this wasn't a Sephora purchase. This was actually the add-ons for BoxyCharm. So I was really excited to see this in there because I will say the BoxyCharm add-ons have the very best pricing. Like, you can't beat it. So I'm really excited to see this in there. I've been trying it out. I'm not actually wearing it today, but I've been really enjoying this one. I will say it does pull a bit warm, but it is a bit more of a sheer formula, so you do have a chance to build it up, which I really enjoy, especially with bronzers, because you can go from, you know, 0 to Cheeto in under 2 seconds with a highly pigmented bronzer sometimes, so definitely highly recommending this one. Let's jump into a contour bronzer product that I've had mixed feelings about and I've gone back and forth on. This is from Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. I have the shade Light, which is the lightest one. So in my Sephora haul try on, I really didn't like this, and I had done my foundation and then I applied directly to the face, and I found blending this out to be so much work and I just didn't like it. I will say I do not like the brush it comes with. It just doesn't work the best for what I would like. So when that really wasn't working very well, I decided to try applying it under foundation, and it was fine, but it was still taking a lot to blend out, which was also driving me nuts. So I was really thinking this was just a complete fail. And then I actually watched a recent video where I saw Makeup by Mario, where I saw Mario himself using this product, and what he did was he took a brush directly onto the product and then applied it to the face, and I thought I would try that because who knows better, and that seems to have worked. I still apply it before foundation just because it does pull quite warm in my opinion. I would definitely say this is more of a cream bronzer compared to a contour. I really wouldn't call this much of a contour. It's more of a bronzer. This is fine. It's still not my favorite. I still think it's a lot of work. I'm still working with it to learn to like it more, but so far the best way to apply this and not have it be a ton of work is to go in with not too dense of a brush, but also not too fluffy either, directly onto the product and then stamp onto the face. That seems to work. So just so you know, if you've picked up this product, if you're trying to figure it out like I was, that's the best way I found so far. So definitely not my favorite product of the month, but learning to like it more than I did initially. So there's that. And mascara I've been absolutely loving. You may have seen a previous video where I tried out the Sephora Sparkly Clean favorite set. It was a Sephora favorite set with all of their best clean makeup. And this wasn't it. This is the Ilia Fullest Volumizing Mascara. I love this mascara. It is so nice. I'm actually right now on the fence, struggling to decide if I like this better than the Rare Beauty mascara, which last month was an absolute favorite. So I'm still trying to figure that out for myself. I don't know the answer to this question yet, so I will have to let you guys know. I'm definitely going to keep playing and let you guys know. One thing I will notice is that I don't get as much transfer onto my upper lid when I use this one as opposed to the Rare Beauty, so it's kind of a point for this one. This one does also have a pretty thick mascara wand, but I really like it, and it does give my lashes a ton of volume, but it also gives them a ton of length, and I've been really loving this one. Okay, let's move over to lips for a minute. I did pick up the Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede lipstick in the shade Rasa. And first off, the component is really beautiful. It's very weighted, it's heavy, it's just gorgeous. The shade is this beautiful rosy mid-tone pink. It's gorgeous. I really, really do love this lipstick. I will say you probably do want to use a lip scrub before you go in with this. It is a matte lipstick. It's going to dry down and it will enhance any flakiness on your lips if you have it, but if you get that dryness off your lips and then you go in with this, it will somehow also blur your lip lines. So it's a weird combination in that regard, but this is a beautiful lipstick. I've really, really, really been loving this one. So I'm trying to hold myself off from buying more shades. If I do, that will more than likely be not till the spring, till the next Sephora sale, but I will say this is an absolutely beautiful lipstick formula. Some more lip products I tried out were actually from Jaclyn Cosmetics. Morphe actually had a really good sale at one point. I want to say it was sometime in October, and it was like 50% off everything. So I had really been wanting to try Jaclyn's lippies, so I picked up the lip liner in the shade Butter Pecan. I say pecan. So this is like a really pretty nude lip liner. So I think her packaging is absolutely stunning. Like the more nudie brown shades were the only ones available on Morphe's website. I was really hoping to pick up some of the pinkier ones, but this was all that was available. So I really like this formula though. It's really, really nice. It's creamy. It doesn't tug the lips. It doesn't bleed everywhere, which is really nice. I don't think it's the most long wearing liner, but it is a very nice formula. It's very nice and smooth. Not so smooth that it's gonna bleed, not so dry that it's gonna tug your lips. I always talk about that perfect middle of the road liner, and this I would really think falls into that category. I really, really have been enjoying her liners. I also picked up two of her liquid lipsticks. I picked up the shade Outspoken as well as Be Brave. Be Brave is a slightly more pale pink, whereas Outspoken is definitely a more vibrant pink. They're both beautiful. Again, the packaging is stunning, but they're very drying. I think she said, like, I don't know, they're a liquid lipstick. They're gonna be drying, but I don't know. I thought somehow she had tried to make it so that they weren't too drying. I just think they are, and I mean, that's fine. I really love liquid lipsticks. Just know that you're really going to want to prep your lips, and you're probably not going to want to wear these every single day. So treat them just like you would any other liquid lipstick, but otherwise the shades are beautiful. The applicator, I believe I actually really liked as well. Yeah, the applicator is actually really nice and small, so you can really follow your lip line quite nicely. I do like that. I really have enjoyed these lipsticks. Just note that they are a typical liquid lipstick formula. They are going to dry your lips out, but otherwise they're beautiful. Okay, 3 more products to talk about. Next is the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey Divine Blush and Glow Trio, and I picked up Galactic Sun, which is the lighter of the 2 that were released. So this comes with Divine Rose, Desert Orchid, and Golden Nectar. So Divine Rose is a beautiful pinky blush, absolutely beautiful. Desert Orchid has really quickly become a favorite of mine. It is a beautiful peachy shade. I don't normally like overly peachy shades for blush. It's just not typically my favorite. There's something about this shade. I don't know, it is very much a favorite shade of mine. I'm trying to work out in my head some of my favorite blush shades, and I can't think of anything that is coming close to this one so far. I've definitely been going into this one every single day. I love it. It goes with every single look. It looks so beautiful. The highlighter is beautiful. It is very blinding, so just know that if you don't like a super glowy highlight, you may not like this, but this is such a wonderful way to try out Pat McGrath's blush formula and her highlight formula. These pans are a little smaller than if you were to buy her blushes individually, but this is a really better deal overall. I would highly recommend this face palette if you're looking to try out her blush and highlighters. There is one shade that is deeper as well. I believe it's called Amber Allure, which is the deeper one. So if you're around my skin tone, this one is perfect. I think the other one would be way too deep, but this one's gorgeous. So if you're familiar with my channel, you know I am a huge Natasha Denona fan. I love pretty much everything she comes out with. She did release the Glam Face Palette, and I picked up the light palette, the lighter of the two. This one is absolutely gorgeous. You get 5 neutral eyeshadows that you can go from very neutral, everyday to very glam very, very quickly. You have this highlighter, which is very, very blinding, and then you have this cream blush. This cream blush, it's got like a bit of a layer on top, and once you get through it, that's when you start picking up more pigment. This blush is definitely best if applied with a sponge, but it is the most beautiful, wearable, glow from within blush that I have. I also love this blush very, very much. It's also a sheer blush, so you can build it up if you want to, but if you're somebody who's a little more shy with the blush, this is gorgeous, especially with a sponge. It really takes it down. It really makes it melt into the skin and look much more natural. So I've really, really been loving this. This whole palette in general is gorgeous. This transition shade is like your normal light brown transition, but it's got this rosiness to it that is so flattering. I love it. And this whole palette's just been a gem. I'm crazy about this. I think it is in stock at Sephora Canada. I don't know about anywhere else. I am hoping that there is a Black Friday sale on this one. At the time I'm filming this, it is before Black Friday, so hopefully you have a chance to pick this up. If you've been wanting it, I would highly, highly recommend. And the final product I want to talk about today is from Huda Beauty. This is the Rose Quartz palette. This was my first experience with one of her larger palettes, so I'd been wanting to try one of her larger palettes for quite a while. I was so pleasantly surprised. There is a certain uniqueness to her formula that I don't think I was aware of. This palette is almost out of my comfort zone. It's definitely going to be that rosy, mauve-y, purpley kind of shades. You're definitely going to get those types of looks with this, of course. But it is so pretty. These metallics, they're so metallic and so good, and I just feel like I feel like this formula is special. The mattes, they're great. They're, you know, like any other well-formulated matte eyeshadow. But there is something about the shimmers in this palette. They don't enhance texture, but they just look so beautiful and reflective. And there's just something about the shift of these shades. I can't even put my finger on it, but there's such a beautiful shift. And the only thing I don't like is this balmy shade here, Lovestone. Not into that. Probably never will be. But this whole palette is just so beautiful. It's the textures, it's the formulas, and sometimes they come off very different than what they look like in the pan. So being able to, I don't know, having this palette definitely added to my collection in a really special way. So I'm very glad I picked this one up. And that's it for our November speed reviews. Like I said, I did have another haul go up last week, so I've really been testing those products. That's why they're not in this video, but you will see them soon enough. But that is it for today. Thank you so very much for watching. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I do upload at least 3 new videos every single week, and there's probably going to be a lot more than that through the month of December. But that is it for me today. Thank you again so very much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!